I think the second theme we believe in is innovation and quality. So we go every day into work and try to think about where can we be even more innovative, even faster, even more efficient, to really have a compelling value proposition for our customers. Just to give you some examples, our large e-commerce customers, basically, they want you, if you tonight after dinner, hopefully rest on your couch and still make some online purchases, they want you to receive those things tomorrow. Yeah, and in between you ordering something on your couch at, let's say, 9 p.m. and a postman starting his work at 6 p.m. and maybe going out at 7:30 a.m. to deliver on his route, there is a value chain where the order needs to be fulfilled in a local fulfillment center that is typically somewhere Warsaw, Prague, somewhere in Eastern Europe, South Germany, a transport into one of our logistics centers. There's some sorting and then some transport to the local delivery depot. And in order to enable that, for example, we allow our customers to inject the volumes until 4 a.m. in the morning, which leaves us around 2 hours to sort and to reach the delivery depot. And I hope this example already, illustrates a little bit
it's amazing.
How demanding it is. And speed is one thing. Efficiency, of course, it's a cost game. Every cent is important. It's a very competitive market.
Another similarity, I think, the postal service, as far as I also was reading up front, is a very traditional old one. I think 15th century Emperor Maximilian I establishing first postal services. Then the stamp came in place 1850, if I have it correctly. Now you talk about innovation, 2 hours of doing things. Innovation in an organization that is super traditional, as banks are as well. How do you daily try to get it into the culture, into the people, into your normal day of business, course of business in your organization? Is there a routine you have as a management team? Is it something you give as a headline from the top constantly? Austrian Post has some tradition. Now I think innovation is key. How did you transform the company here?
Yeah, so I think first, we haven't started yesterday. I think there is now probably a period of around 15, 20 years of transformation of Austrian Post, from a very state-owned, state-driven,
state-minded,
not even a company. 30 years ago, it was part of the corporate of the government administration. And over the last, I would say, 15, 20 years, there was really a very substantial transformation covering all aspects of the company, from the staff structure. We don't, we still have some civil servants, but we, in the same, depot, two people are doing the same job under very different conditions, contract conditions. One is civil servant, the other a new collective wage agreement paid on a market level. And what I think what's important is that you constantly communicate the need for transformation, but also the targets and the vision where you want to get. And I think for those who are in our industry, who are walking through the day with open eyes, it's quite clear that things are changing fundamentally. Every postman sees less and less letters in his daily delivery route. At the same time, they also see, parcel is the future. But of course, that requires a massive transformation. And just the news of the last weeks in our industry, maybe you've heard it, Danish Post communicated that they will stop delivering mail by the end of the year. They already canceled, the government canceled the USO obligation, so the universal service obligation for Danish Post last year. And the Danish market has always been, very advanced in digitization, in declining of mail volumes. But also another example, Royal Mail, so, really an icon of the corporate landscape in the UK, is being taken over by a Czech billionaire. So I think some of these examples help, and I use them to articulate the need for change in the company. And of course, I'm not alone. I think it's the whole management team. I think that is committed to this transformation, sees the need for transformation. But of course, it's a constant change process, and it has become part of our DNA, I would say.
Raiffeisen Bank International. Make it happen.